In the eyes of the institutions that issue the high school diplomas, this is correct. If you are using an unaccredited homeschool curriculum, these institutions are not going to consider your curriculum legit, and therefore they will not issue you the diploma. So in order to receive a certified, verifiable high school diploma from an educational institution, yes, you will need to be using an accredited homeschool curriculum. However, receiving a diploma from one of these accrediting bodies is not necessary when you homeschool. And I understand this is where things get really confusing, so let me try to clear this up. I choose to homeschool my child all the way through the 12th grade with an unaccredited curriculum. That's just whatever curriculum I find that I like that is not necessarily accredited by like an educational institution. It is up to me when my child gets into those middle school, high school years to keep my own transcripts. So if we finish Algebra 2 for the year, I need to have some kind of transcript, some kind of a record of my own to prove that my child completed that course. At the end of the 12th grade year, when my child is getting ready to graduate, I will have my own transcript that I've already completed throughout the years. There are online generators that you can find and do this for free. Those self-made transcripts are what my child is going to submit to universities if they choose to go to college. Actual physical diploma is something that you as the homeschooling parent are going to order yourself. And I know this sounds sketchy, it weirded me out too, but it's the truth. You can go online and you can order your child their high school diploma. So the question is, well, when my child goes to apply to college and they see that they graduated from Ellis Family Academy or whatever I've called it on the diploma, and they realize that's not an actual educational institution, it's not an accrediting body, what's the college gonna think? When your child applies to these universities, to trade schools, colleges, doesn't matter, they're going to be submitting their transcripts, their diploma, and then their college placement scores. That could be like the SAT, ACT, whatever test you have them take. Make sure you're having your high schoolers take these tests if you're homeschooling so that they have these scores to back them up when they are applying to college. Those things combined are all the colleges are looking for. Now, if you're submitting a diploma that you ordered online and it's, Unicorn Academy, whatever, and you don't have any transcripts and you don't have any SAT or college placement test scores to back that up, then yeah, that's going to be a little sketchy. But that would be the same if your child went to public school, got their public school diploma, and then tried to apply to college without any transcripts and SAT, ACT scores, same thing. The reason why a lot of homeschooling families choose to go the accredited route in the high school years, which is probably honestly something we're gonna do, is just the ease of everything. You don't have to create your own transcripts. You don't have to order your own diploma. That is all going to come from the educational institution that has accredited the curriculum that you choose. In these younger elementary years, I'm not worried about that, right? I'm keeping record of everything we're doing, but I'm not going to worry about submitting my work to the educational institution and all that, which are things you have to do when you use an accredited curriculum. Either you're personally submitting your child's work to the institution, or if you're using an online, everything's being graded through them. They're getting all of the work your child's doing. They're keeping track of everything. I'm not going to worry about that in the younger years. But in those high school level years, it is beneficial. It kind of just takes the weight off of you having to do all that stuff, preparing for college if that's the route your child chooses to go, but it is not necessary. Your child can get into college just fine being homeschooled without using an accredited curriculum. You just have to do a little extra work as the parent with the transcripts and the testing and the diploma.